Okay, are we starting? Let's do this. Hi guys, welcome to Just a Small Cap. I'm Oz. And I cannot believe I'm literally doing this right now. Honestly, this has been in the making for so long, and I'm going to get into it in a bit, but it really has been in the works for such a long time. And I can't believe it's finally happened. Just a Small Cap is like my baby that has been growing, and I've just been waiting for this moment for such a long time. So I'm so excited for the first ep of Just a Small Cap. This is going to be a really chill episode. My setup, if you're watching this on video, is not the best at the moment. I'm actually under renovation. But trust me, we're going to be in a studio at some point. This is not the end all be all. I might have a few apps here to make it cozy, and that's the whole point of Just a Small Cap. But um, yeah, this is my setup for today. So give me some grace. I think it's still cute. I try to make it look as cute as possible with whatever I have on hand. So yeah. Well, I just want to kind of get into why I started this podcast. As I said before, this podcast is my baby. I've been, thinking of doing a podcast for like the longest time. If anybody knows me, knows that I've wanted to just talk on camera, talk to people, connect with people. I love to talk, I love to yap. And my friends have always said to me, why don't you just start a podcast? Like, come on, just start it. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like the market is so saturated with all these different podcasts. So what's going to make me different? And I think because of the thought of like wanting to be different, I always just kept it going. I'll do it when I'm ready. I'll do it when I have a great marketing idea. I'll do it whatever, like once I reach a certain goal. But it's like, just do it. Just do it. What's the point in waiting? I think I just been waiting around for so long, like the right equipment, the right studio. And it's like, you know what? Screw it. Just do it. Just sit in front of a camera and just talk. I literally ordered these mics for like 15 bucks off Amazon. Shout out. Um, they're like cheap ass microphones, but they work perfectly. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna sit in front of a camera and talk and just start it. Just post it, just start it. um, so yeah, the way that this podcast really started was me just having conversations with my friends over coffee. And every time we would get together and speak, I was like, wait, this conversation is so good. Like, I wish there was a microphone here where it just recorded everything. Um, and yeah, that's really how it came to be. I just came up with that idea. And shout out to one of my friends. She's got like the same name as me. Shout out to Özge. And her and we went out to coffee one day, and she's like, oh, I really want to talk as well. Like, I really want to start a podcast, whatever. And we collectively came up with the name, but she mainly had like the name idea. So shout out to her for basically coming up with this name. It was my concept, but she came up with the name. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I will definitely have her on at some point. Obviously in a bigger studio, because we're a group of 5 girls and we just need to be with each other while we speak because we talk a lot. So that'll be very enjoyable. Um, so yeah, that's basically how this all came to be. I just want to have real, honest conversations with people. I know that there's so many podcasts to do with self-help and, um, I don't know, mental health and like talking about random stuff. I totally get that, but I think I really wanted this podcast to just be raw and emotional and just talking about stupid stuff. Like, I don't want to box myself into one category and just be like, this is the only thing I'm going to talk about. it's just boring then. I'm sorry, but like I want to talk about Twilight and I want to talk about the Avengers and I want to talk about day-to-day things that are happening and goss that's happening and politics at some point. So that's basically what this podcast is all about. And I'm so excited that it's finally happening. Ah, I'm so excited. So, what this podcast will be about. I have all my notes on my Mac, so don't mind me just like constantly like looking down. I've got all my notes there, so I'm just kind of like looking. Hopefully one day I have like palm cards, then I could just like it'll just be easier and more professional looking. But I really wanted to talk about what the podcast will really be about and what it actually will be. So everybody knows I love coffee. Coffee is my thing. It really is. Like I love coffee. I love drinking it. I love smelling it. I love I just love anything about it, right? In every episode, I will basically start off with what I'm drinking today and what my guests will be drinking as well. And today I have a cappuccino in my Met cup, my favorite. Today I had to make instant coffee because our coffee machine has decided to descale itself. So I couldn't make myself a nice frothy, 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 frothy coffee. So yeah, I just did like an instant coffee, but it tastes really good. So I always order a small cappuccino, and that's how the name really came to be. And also my friend orders a small cappuccino as well. So just like we'll call it just the small cap, because it is coffee talk and it's coffee conversations. And so yeah, that's basically what it kind of is shaped around, is coffee talk. So every episode, start off with what your favorite coffee is, or your preferred drink, really. So like I have friends that love matcha, so they'll come on and be like, "I'm having a matcha today," and I hope that you can also make yourself your favorite beverage and listen to me. I think it's a cute concept. um, so I will definitely be having guests on at some point in the future. I'm going to New York in about 2 months. So I'm thinking once I come back, I will just have people on, and I'll be in a bigger studio, not here, just because it's small and I can't fit a lot of people. But um, LAC has studios where my friend works at. So I would love to utilize that studio and have people on in a more professional setting, hopefully one day. Um, so the things that I won't be doing on this podcast is like hustle talk and like motivational speeches and um I don't know. It's just not my thing. I want to be as real and authentic as possible on this podcast. I want to be able to, if I want to cry, I want to cry. If I'm going to laugh, I'm going to laugh. I'm not here to shape anyone's perceptions or anyone's opinions. I'm here to just talk with people from all walks of life and really connect with people. I would love to have people that are, super religious. That could also be one of my podcast topics. I would love to have people that are super into astrology, aliens, like conspiracy theories. I have people that do so many different amazing things in their own personal lives that I would love to have on and just talk about. You know, I think it's just great to get an insight into people's lives. And I love that. I love just yapping. It's my thing. Um, so yeah, we're gonna just talk about identity, growth, friendships, life, religion, possibly politics, day-to-day things that happen in your life, in my life. I would love to be able to interact with my audience and get questions from you guys. So yeah, we're talking about everything and anything. That's really is no filter conversations. The only thing that's filtered is our coffee. That's really it. That's a good tagline, actually. Okay, so let's get a little bit deep into the conversation. So, where I'm at right now, God, what this is a really deep question, honestly. I honestly don't even know what season I'm in. I'm in some sort of season. I'm like in between seasons at the moment. I'm going through a lot of personal growth in the last, I would say, year and a half. I've been through a lot. I've been through the ringer. I've been through grief. I've been through anxiety. I've been through happiness, sadness in the last year. But I will say that in the past 6 months, 7 months, my frontal lobe has developed on another level. And I can't even explain um, how much growth I've had in the past year. And it's very evident. And I see it in myself and the confidence that I have as well. And I really want to just touch on that because I will definitely have people on here that will talk about anxiety and um, how they overcome their mental health issues and whatnot. But I just want to just touch base with myself and really get things out there. For the longest time, I've had the worst anxiety since I can remember, and I can get very emotional about this. Wow, on the first pod, I'm getting emotional. That's crazy. Um, and I've had anxiety for as long as I can remember, and it's very debilitating. And I haven't been diagnosed. It's not something that I've been diagnosed by a therapist with, but I do know I have it, and it's very difficult for me to function at times. In the past year, I've definitely gotten better. It definitely has gotten better because I found ways to manage it. And I think the best way that I can get through life and get through my anxiety is by talking. So I think a lot of why I'm doing this podcast is because it actually makes me forget my anxiety and makes me think more positively, and it puts my energy into something other than listening to my thoughts constantly. So I think that is also part of the reason why I am doing this. And my frontal lobe has developed in the past year. So I feel really blessed and thankful that I can now speak with this mindset and not with my old mindset. Like if I had started my podcast a few years ago, I just don't think I would have the same thoughts and opinions as I do now. So I think it's a good time to really start this. Um this year I've chosen myself, something that I've just never did. And I finally come to that realization where it's no one's going to take care of me but me. And I've lost friendships this year. I've grown as a person. I've developed these thoughts and feelings that I never thought I would develop. And I'm like, you know what? I'm choosing myself this year because no one's going to take care of me like me. So, yeah, I just want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to talk about my life story. I don't have a really debilitating life story. I don't. But I just want to talk. I came from a middle class family. My parents are both Turkish. They came from Turkey. My dad came from Turkey over 30 years ago. My mum came about 27 years ago. And I've lived a pretty average, perfect life. But my mental health issues were really something that just, I don't know, they really took over my life. It really did. For a while, I was depressed. And then my anxiety took over my depression, which is really, really sad. I need a sip of my coffee. I need to do this. So yeah, that's really it. I'm just in that season of filtering through the BS, and I love that for me. I think a lot of my friends and I are going through that at the moment. We're just filtering through the BS. I'm not swearing on this podcast because I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bleep it out. I probably will be able to. It's just I want to keep it PG for this episode. I'm not gonna swear. Um, these episodes are not gonna be polished, by the way. They're not gonna be perfect because I just don't want it to be like so perfect to the point where you just don't feel like you can connect with me. So I'm gonna keep it as authentic as possible. So yeah, that's just a little PSA, really. Else can I talk about? Oh my god, I should do some like reaction videos of like my favorite things. Look, there will be episodes of like the Avengers, Twilight. Oh my god, I can't wait for those Twilight episodes. Oh my god, the Avengers episodes are gonna be my favorite. The Marvel ones, you guys are not ready for the conversations that we're about to have. There's so many things that we're going to be talking about. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Whew, so excited. Um, oh yeah, I really didn't talk about what I do. I didn't talk about what I do or who I am, really. Well, I am 26 years old. I am a social media. Oh, I work in social media. I don't even know what's happening anymore, honestly. Um, no, hold on. Let me just rewind that. I'm 26 years old. I'm an influencer manager at Lick Your Phone. I know a lot of people like are like Lick Your Phone. What the hell? They are based on promoting and doing social media advertising for restaurants and cafes and stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool job. I get to work with influencers day in and day out. I met so many lovely ones as well. So that's pretty cool as well. I'm also a personal stylist, and I'm now apparently doing a podcast. So yeah, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Um, Honestly, I feel like this is all I really have to talk. See, this is a problem. If I'm recording at home, there's just going to be cars and stuff going by, and I can't deal with that. That's so annoying. I'm also sick. So if I sound nasally, I am so sorry. I've been quarantining at home basically. I haven't really left the house, but I need to go get my nails done. They're growing out and it's so bad. So I need to go get them done. Shout out to Mona who does my nails. I love you. Um, but yeah, I need to like get out of the house. I've been like confined at home for the past week. So I need to get out. What was I talking about? Right. Yeah, I'm about to like wrap it up, or I could like literally sit here for hours and just talk. I hope you guys got to know me a little better. And what this podcast is going to be about. I really just wanted to keep this episode chill and breezy. In the next episode, I definitely will have more topics to talk about. I just want to keep this like pretty chill. Just really want to shed some light and some, positive vibes and really like let's talk over coffee. I just want to feel like a friend to people. Um and we can just like talk about everything and anything. That's all it really is about. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast, this episode really. I hope I see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I hope you can sip some coffee with me next time. Bye.